Hi, everybody. This is Miss Jamie. Thank you. We wish more people were on, but we'll keep an eye out. Thank you guys for joining us, or at least rewatching our opportunity to study holidays around the world. So we are just excited to be celebrating Christmas coming up, but thought it'd be a good time to really stop and think about what other people are doing around the world as they get ready for Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa and some other ones we'll be learning about today. So we are going to post all of these all these videos to our YouTube channel so you can look at it later. But you got to join us. You must be present to win because we do have new fields tickets. We'll be going, these tickets are all good for this Thursday, December 10th at 7:30. So if you have not been to the new fields, it's not really an exhibit, but the fields yet. I mean, it is extremely pretty, and there's hot chocolate, so you want to go to those. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see what it is that we're going to be following along to. I also have these able to be printed, so if parents, you want to print these off and be able to use them, you can definitely do that as well. So I hope everyone can see that. So we are going to start with the USA, so the United States of America, mostly because that's where we live. So everyone should know that our country is the United States of America. Here we call Santa Claus, and that's what we know him by. So it says here that in the United States on Christmas Eve, Santa loads up his sleigh pulled by reindeer from the North Pole. He's dressed in a red suit and a hat with black boots and belt. The children set out cookies and milk for Santa to eat. He delivers the presents under the Christmas tree, which is typically found in our living room. So I want to know by comments or show of hands or whatever, if you guys do that. That's one of the traditions that you practice in your household. Fun fact is that although this is more of a common practice here in the United States, not everybody celebrates Christmas in this way. So some people may not recognize Santa Claus as being the big red jolly fella that we are familiar with. So some of the food and drink that we utilize here that are pretty common here in America are turkey, ham, cranberries, mashed potatoes, stuffing, gravy. I'm getting hungry already because it sounds like what we just ate a couple weeks ago at Thanksgiving. But I know in my family, we usually have a big Christmas dinner as well. And these are some of the things that are on that menu as well. So under family traditions here in the United States, there are lots of people, as I mentioned, from lots of different cultures. Some of the families continue to practice old family traditions, and some people start new ones. I know I started new traditions when I had Aubrey. A lot of families go to church or mass on the night before Christmas. It's called Christmas Eve Mass. Some families go around the neighborhoods and carol. Does anybody remember what caroling is? Where you're out using your beautiful voice, singing and bringing joy to other people. So if we have any carolers in the group, I definitely want you to let us know, because I would love for you to come to my house because you don't want to hear me sing. And some families, before going to bed on Christmas Eve, lots of us, myself included, read the night before Christmas. So I'm sure lots of us have heard that story so many times we can probably recite it. If you've watched The Grinch a few times, that the Grinch follows along for the most part. He throws in his Whoville excerpts a lot, but that is something that I know a lot of us probably know by heart, or at least big pieces of it. And some of the fun facts about how we celebrate Christmas here in America. So homes across the U.S. are often decorated with wreaths, garland, yard decorations, and Christmas lights. I love, love, love going around seeing other people's Christmas lights because it just brings me so much joy. Some Americans use popcorn threaded on string to help decorate their tree. Let me know if that's you, because I think that's really cool. I've never been able to get it right. Many Americans will go to church again to celebrate the birth of Jesus at Christmas. So many churches have special services where the story of Christmas is told. So here in America, for the most part, we celebrate Christmas and recognize it as Jesus' birthday. I know some of my friends actually get a cake and sing happy birthday to Jesus. So that's usually really fun. And it's something different than what I do, which again is one of the big reasons we're talking about these things today, is so that we can feel comfortable maybe asking other people who may not share our same beliefs, or family and friends who maybe have different cultures from us, so we can share and be open to these celebrations rather than just being a little standoffish or not ready for that. I'm gonna check and make sure we don't have anybody trying to get in. Okay, just us still. So then we have some questions, and I want to know, what does Santa wear? What does he wear? We talked about that a little bit. Santa's known for wearing that red suit, that belt, those big boots. He has a big beard, usually a big white mustache. It's all kind of connected, and his red hat. What are some of the things that families do for others in their neighborhoods? Does anybody remember that part? Some people carol. Some people set up their yards with pretty decorations. And then to follow that, what kinds of decorations would be seen on homes during this Christmas season? I know I've seen reindeer, I've seen wreaths, I've seen snowmen, and the Grinch is out a whole lot right now.
The Grinch.
The Grinch, definitely. He's a hot commodity these days. And what are some of those traditional foods that we talked about that we're eating here? So the turkey and the cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, like Thanksgiving 2.0. So now that we talked about the USA, let's get into some of the other countries. So this first one is England. I want to know how many people are familiar with England. I know that I also pulled up a world map because I thought that would be helpful for us. Geography was not my best subject, but it's definitely something I'm interested in. So we are right around here. I gotta get close because my eyes aren't good. Right around this area is England, I believe. No, yes, it's definitely England. So this is us, United States, and then across that Atlantic Ocean here is England. And so this is what we're talking about right now. So here in England, where we call him Santa Claus, they call him Father Christmas. And so also take note of England's flag up there. They have a different flag than ours, right? Ours is red and white and has those blue and white stars. So theirs is all white. Looks like it has a red cross going through it. So Father Christmas. Father Christmas is the name of Santa Claus in England. The Santa tradition in England is very similar to ours here in the United States. He often is shown wearing a long red hooded gown trimmed with white fur. Does that sound familiar? After the 1880s, so remember we're in 2020, so back in the 1880s, new customs were made, and Father Christmas was known to deliver presents during the middle of the night for boys and girls. That sounds very close to what we do here. Also, their food and drink, so they usually have turkey, Brussels sprouts, Christmas pudding. I wonder if that's the same as figgy pudding. Potatoes and minced pies. I've never had minced pie, but I love Brussels sprouts. And there's our turkey again. So I want to know if you guys have had any of that either. Some of their family traditions. So in England, it's tradition for children to write a letter or a wish list to Father Christmas on Christmas Eve. So they usually toss the letters into the fireplace, and it's said that their wishes go up the chimney to Father Christmas. After dinner on Christmas, the family gathers in the living room to listen to the Queen of England deliver a message over the radio and television. That's really interesting. So I know here we usually put our letters in envelopes and take them to the nearest mailbox so we can send them to the North Pole. So I know some people usually leave them out near their milk and cookies so Santa can read them here. So that's really interesting. So in England, they throw it in the fire, and those wishes in the fireplace are said to go to Father Christmas directly. So some of the fun facts about England, the tradition of the mistletoe started in England. Does everyone remember what mistletoe is? I have a funny hat I'll have to wear for tomorrow so I can show you. So mistletoe, you know, if you're hanging out, if someone's caught under the mistletoe, you're supposed to give them a little on the cheek, of course, but it's COVID, so no, we're not doing that right now. It's believed that when a person is standing underneath the mistletoe, they receive a kiss. So that's interesting that started in England, because that is something that Americans do as well. Card making was another tradition started by the people of England. Families make and send cards to people they love. This is a tradition I wish we would bring back, or was more common here. So I think getting cards and getting letters in the mail was definitely something that I loved doing, and I still love doing. So I think we need to be making more cards and sending to our family and friends. If anyone's interested in making any cards for some of our senior angels, I know that they would love that. We're going to be doing that here in person after our lead learning hubs are over around like 3 o'clock every day. But if you would be interested, if you don't come to our learning hub that would be interested in doing that, please let me know, because we can make sure that the senior gets those. So one more fun fact about England, holidays in England, is that most families have 1 or even 2 Christmas trees in their home. They decorate the tree as a family. I have a Christmas tree, but having 2 would be awesome. Does anybody have more than 1 tree? Because I think that's really cool. Hello. So we're going to do a recap. What is the name of Santa Claus in England? Aubrey, were you listening? What's the name of Santa Claus in England?
His middle name?
No, we call him Father Christmas in England.
Yeah.
So he's called Father Christmas. So where did the children toss their wish list letters, and why? That was one of those really cool points. Remember that? So they toss it in the fire, and when it turns to ash, all those ashes are said to go directly to Father Christmas. So that's awesome. What tradition did the people of England start when they want to give something to someone they love? Was that the cards? So remember, they started the tradition of writing letters so they can send to people that they love, and making cards. And what are some traditional Christmas foods that are eaten in England? I see a picture of it down here. Minced pie was one of them. Turkey, like us here in America. Brussels sprouts. I'm sure there was other things on there that I've already forgot. So that's England. So we've talked about United States and we've talked about England. So we're going to talk about one more tonight, and we'll come back to the others tomorrow. So this is, if I can get my thingy out of the way. So this is Germany. Does anyone recognize that flag? So let's talk about where Germany is in our map here. So Germany is right over in this area. I know it's a big country. So again, looking at, here's us. And these people are all on the other side of the world, although this map shows the world as if it were, the map was all laid out, but remember our globe is rounded there. So in Germany, let's find out what they do. Ooh, so Christkind or Christkind is believed to be the one to deliver gifts to little boys and girls in Germany. Again, we call him Santa Claus. They call him Christkind. I'm going to say Christkind. So if you know German and I'm saying it wrong, please let me know. We'll correct that tomorrow night. So children never see that the Christkind in person, and parents tell them that Christkind will not come and bring presents if they're curious and try to spot it. So in Germany, the family enters the living room where the Christmas tree has been put up and open the presents. I know that's common for a lot of us here in America as well. Some of the food and drink. If anybody's been to Germany and had any of these, parents or kiddos, if you've been, I would definitely like to know that. What is dumpling soup? I love dumplings and I love soup. I feel like I'd like dumpling soup. They have ham rolls. They have stuffing, butter, and cookies stolen, which is okay, which is bread. So it's a type of bread there. So I don't think I've had any of those. I like chestnuts, but I don't think I've had any of those mixed together. So if you've had those, let us know. Let us know. Some of their family traditions, again, Advent is celebrated in Germany. So again, we also celebrate Advent here. Advent is the 24 days leading up to Christmas. They have Advent wreaths and Advent calendars. The Advent calendars are usually made of cardboard and have 24 small windows or flaps. One of these are open every day leading up to Christmas. Behind each window is a candy or a small toy. So if you practice Advent here and you have an Advent calendar, I would really like to see a picture. Your parents can send us those on Remind. I've seen some really cool Advent calendars over the years, and my daughter has one to where every day she opens it and she gets a different little book. It's really, really cute, and we read that for the day. Some of the fun facts about things in Germany and their other holiday celebrations. So the Christmas tree is very important in Germany. The most famous German decorations are glass ornaments. There's a German festival that I've been to in Chicago, and they have some really, really beautiful handmade ornaments. And if you haven't been, post-COVID 2021, we got to take a trip. So I'm going to start fundraising now so we can all go to Chicago next year. So another fun fact is that children leave letters on their windowsills for Christkind. Sometimes the letters are decorated with glue and sprinkled with sugar to make them sparkle. So here we'd use glitter and be staring at glitter and playing in it for a few days. But they use sugar to make it sparkle. That's interesting. German people also make beautiful gingerbread houses and cookies. So we do that too. We like cookies. We like lots of cookies. Oh, looks like we have some more friends joining us. So that is Christkind. Let's see. So who delivers the gifts to the children in Germany? Again, we're going to say Christkind, as I think that's how we say that. How many windows or flaps do the Advent calendars have and why? Do you remember that one? 24. So we usually start those on December 1st, and every day you're supposed to open one, a flap or a window, and you get the little present that's inside. And so what is the most famous German decoration? Does anyone remember that one? They're known for their glass ornaments. So that is their most famous. Again, the German festival in Chicago. Gotta go. And then what are some traditional Christmas foods that are eaten in Germany? Remember them? A dumpling soup. I know that one. Let's see, we can go back. Ooh, ham rolls, chestnut stuffing, butter, cookies, and Stalin, or Stollen, which is also a kind of bread. So those are some fun facts. So again, thank you for joining us. Just to recap, we looked at the USA, which is where we live. We looked at England, and we looked at Germany. So these are some of the fun facts and some of the practices that happen in each of these countries. So if you have any questions about these, we're going to post this video to our YouTube channel. And again, we'll be back here again tomorrow night, same time. So I'm going to pull up, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second and pull up our, since we've also joined by, I see Avery and Alex and Ava, we're going to pull up a prize wheel. So let's see who gets the tickets for today. And again, we'll be giving these away all week. And I know we'll see some of our families all this week in order to go to this thing at Newfields. So I'm gonna put McKenna. I'm gonna put Ava. I'm gonna put our James Tough family as one. Okay, so between you two, and I'm gonna share my screen one more time. Make sure that you guys can see that I'm being fair. Oh, there we go. Come on, technology. There we go. Okay, let's share this. All right, so I'm gonna spin it and see who gets the tickets for today. Click to spin. Okay. Yay, the James Tuff family. Oh, there's confetti. So Miss Jamie will make sure that you get your tickets, and I'll be there at the school tomorrow. You get 4 tickets for Thursday's Newfield's Winter Light. So I will bring these over in the morning so that you can have them. And again, we'll see you not first thing. We'll see you at the same time tomorrow at 5:30 to look at a few more countries and their celebrations. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And we'll have some more friends on with us tomorrow. And we'll see you soon. Good night, everybody. Bye. Hi, guys. I'll bring your tickets over tomorrow, okay? Okay. See you in the morning.